everybody's journey is different. I mean, I know people who do open mics 3-4 a day, and they nowhere near where I'm at. They say success is preparation meets opportunity. You know what I mean? Stay ready and got to get ready. I'm fully prepared.
Hello, my fellow Martians. My name is Harry Mars, and this is the On Mars Pod, where we take a deep dive into creative professionals, entrepreneurs, and other inspiring Martians alike.
You got to be able to see something better. I mean, believe that something better gonna happen. They don't even just invite golden ticket people out after. Just because you got a golden ticket don't mean you can come to the VIP after party. Oh, they gonna love it. They gonna love it. That's not confidence. Like, oh, I know they gonna love it. No, confidence is I'm okay even if they don't love it.
Hello, my fellow Martians. Today on Mars, we are joined by an entrepreneur, comedian, an author, your favorite comedian's favorite comedian. We got Charlie Mack in the building.
What's happening? What's happening?
Thank you
happy
for
to
being
be
here.
here. I'm happy, man.
Yeah, man. So his manager hit me up the other day, randomly like 2 a.m. He's like, yo, sorry for the late text. This just came through. Just wanted to make sure it came across your desk. And I said, let's put him in as soon as we can, man. He's got a show tonight in Scottsdale. So yeah, thanks for coming by, man. Poor Decisions. You guys won't see it before this show's out, but you're moving, man. So
yeah, I just got here too, man. Like I just got here like 11 o'clock.
Yeah. Oh, man. So you came straight too.
I had like 2 hours of sleep in the last like 2.5 days.
You've been doing shows the past few days too, every single day, a different city.
Yeah, Albuquerque was yesterday, and the day before that was Austin. Did 2 shows that day.
And then you're going back to Austin tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
He's working.
Yeah.
So he lives in Austin now. He moved there about 4 years ago. If you guys don't know already, he is the newest golden ticket winner on Kill Tony. Run it up, man. Shout out Kill Tony. If you don't know what that is, obviously it's a show where you have a bucket of comedians. They get 1 minute to kill it. And then essentially Tony Hinchcliffe will interview them after. And Charlie Mack was on the latest episode with Carrot Top.
Yeah.
And that was a legendary episode, the very last bucket pull of the night.
Yeah, they was actually done. And
yes.
They're like, no, we're going to do one more. Yeah.
Yes. Exactly. And it was fate, man. It was fate. You were supposed to go up there. The timing was perfect.
Divine timing.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, that's how things work. You know, you put your time in, and then when the opportunity's ready for you, then you're put in that position. But if you wouldn't have not been putting that time in before, you wouldn't have been able to capitalize on the opportunity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They say success is preparation meets opportunity.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Stay ready and got to get ready. I'm fully prepared.
Exactly, man. And the 10 years to be an overnight success, all that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, man. It was cool to see that because you could tell from the beginning, right when you stepped on stage, it was like the confidence was like so. I mean, I'm sure you get that a lot, but like when you get on stage, your energy is very like people like. I don't know, you know what I mean? So,
I'm different on stage than I am in like real life. Like real life, I'm reserved. I'm an introvert. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Absolutely.
But on the stage, I'm everything.
It's the performance comes out, and that's it. And that's you're professional, man. You know how to keep it like reserved as a creative when you're like in the zone writing and stuff like that because you write all your own stuff. And I mean, you've been doing a lot of sketch writing in your past, and you've done your own acting and your own stuff, and you film everything yourself, edit your own stuff. So
growing up, I never had no money.
Hey, man.
So I had to learn how to do everything myself. I mean, so that's why, and I'm like I said, I'm an introvert, so I don't have many friends. So I don't have people to just come in and play these different roles. So I play everybody.
Exactly.
And I record it all and I edit it all.
Yeah, the DIY, DIY everything, man. And growing up, you did grow up in Chicago, that's right?
Yeah, Chicago, Minneapolis, the projects outside of Detroit and Pontiac.
Okay, so Midwest?
Yeah.
I grew up in Michigan, so I was in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Okay,
so
I was
Midwest,
in Pontiac, Kalamazoo, Detroit.
Yeah, man, I love it. I came out here about 10 years ago, but yeah, man. So growing up in Chicago, I guess what were those early passions that you had? I mean, you were probably like, you probably were like already a character as a kid. I could imagine.
Yeah, I never wanted to be a comedian. I didn't watch comedy. I didn't know nothing about it. I wanted to be a rapper. Like, yeah, I got more bars than a soap out. You know what I mean? That's what I wanted to do, and like everybody, like I was just like naturally funny, but I wasn't even trying to be. And people kept saying, you should be a comedian, you should be a comedian. I'm like, I don't know how to write jokes. I'm conversationally funny.
Mm.
And honestly, to today, it's pretty much still the same. I just do it different. Instead of just sitting there and trying to force a joke out like most people do, I don't. Like how we having a conversation, if something funny, I'll write that down. And then I go and turn that into a story form. You know what I mean? Put all in the story. That's why you got different type of comedians. I'm a one-liner and a storyteller put together. Because essentially when I first write the joke, it's a one-liner.
Yeah.
Then I just put it in a story. So
yeah,
they say you want about a laugh every 15 seconds. That's what people do, especially with storytellers. But since they one-liners, I'm getting a laugh every 5 to 6 seconds. So yeah, I'm getting way more than regular people.
Yeah, man. And that's like thinking about it on a scientific level, you know, when we're talking technical terms, but like that's real life. And I'm so glad that you mentioned that when things happen in real life, you make a note to actually type it down, remember it later, and almost have it down as like a premise, you know?
Yeah, because I can't remember. If I say if I'm remember it, then I'm not gonna remember it.
Yeah, dude, it's funny. Actually, I have a list on my phone of like just sketch ideas because I've been trying to make like not trying, but I've been talking to homies making a cartoon, and it's so funny because I've voice acted a couple times in a couple of my friends like productions and stuff like that. But I want to actually do something that's like a series.
I started making a cartoon too,
dude. I love it.
I got like a minute clip already made.
Dude, we'll have to talk. Yeah, no, I got animator friends, and no, yeah, for real. Like I do sound design and things like that too. So yeah, we should talk.
Yeah, definitely. Everybody keep telling me to turn my books into a cartoon.
You absolutely should. I think so. And then clip it for social medias, like making like little animation clips of like certain pages, and yeah, we'll talk.
Yeah.
Today's episode is sponsored by Lantern Coffee, based out of my hometown, Grand Rapids, Michigan. If you're still sipping on that gas station coffee, this is your sign to get your life together. Lantern does coffee the right way. Whole beans, small batch, straight from the source. I personally get 2 bags a month myself. It's what fuels us here every day on Mars. If you want to taste what I'm talking about, go to lanterncoffee.com, use promo code ONMARS for 20% off of your first order. That's lanterncoffee.com, use promo code ONMARS, 20% off your first order. Treat yourself, because friends don't let friends drink bad coffee. Let's get back to the show. In the beginning, just Chicago, what was it like? When did you try to, start writing and start realizing that like you're funny? You know what I mean? Did people who pushed you to like actually start doing this stuff?
Well, it wasn't even in Chicago, because I left Chicago when I was 19. That was the last time I lived in Chicago. And I'm 39. I learned, I didn't start doing comedy till I was in my 30s.
Wow.
In Phoenix, Arizona.
Which is a full circle moment.
Right. Right. And it took a stranger to tell me that I should do comedy.
Yeah.
I mean, because at first, like, of course, y'all gonna say that y'all family, you know what I mean? But somebody who don't even know me, and then that would make me try it. And what I did, I went to a comedy competition at, I think it's called Catalina's, downtown here. And it was like 12 comedians, and I won first place. So they told me to come back that following Friday. It was like 20-something comedians, and I won again. And then I just started getting booked. I wasn't getting paid, but I was getting booked.
Yeah, so it was kind of, it went from just doing like a couple mics to like getting...
I didn't even do mics. Like, I've probably done about 6, 7 open mics my whole career.
Wow.
Yeah, see, what people would tell you, like, they tell you, oh, you got to do all these open mics. Everybody's journey is different. I mean, I know people who do open mics 3, 4 a day, and they nowhere near where I'm at.
Yeah.
I mean, because I don't like open mics, because simple fact, this is just me personally. If I say a joke and nobody laughs, I'm gonna think the joke is trash. Whole time it's an audience full of comedians who either don't hate and they don't want to laugh, or they too busy in their own head thinking about their own stuff.
Yeah.
So now I'm throwing away a joke that could possibly be a fucking can you cuss on here?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah, absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah, do your thing.
it would be possibly be like a golden joke. You know
Yeah.
what I mean, so I try my jokes on stage for the first time.
That's awesome. So you get an actual response from a crowd, not just a crowd of comedians, like you said. Because yeah, I think that's a big thing for. I mean, because I think there's a lot of up and coming comedians that are gonna be listening to this because your story is, you kind of came out of nowhere, like they say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's just like you've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
Like as far as like comedic acting and wanting to like write the sketches and stuff, you've been doing that like for a minute, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like 6, I guess, because realistically, you have stuff back in like COVID times and like 2018 and
so
yeah, you've been in it for a minute, almost 10 years in the game before you got this opportunity.
You want to put it like that? I really say more like 6 because that other shit, it wasn't really. I don't know what I was doing. I was just doing shit, but like to really pursue it, I'm gonna say almost 6 because I wasn't
for stand up.
Yeah, and it's kind of like even the skits that you said, that was just something that I was being forced to do because I didn't want to do that either. But a friend at the time was going, viral and wanted me to do stuff with them. So I didn't. I really didn't. My heart went in. I wasn't chasing it.
Got it. So even though it was hilarious, you're really good at it. You just didn't want that lane. You wanted to be a stand-up.
Yeah, because it was like YouTube, and I never want to be considered a YouTuber. Technically, I don't even want to be considered a comedian if we're being honest right now.
Yeah,
I'm a hustler.
Yeah.
I mean, that's jokes is what I'm hustling right now. You know what I mean? I'm always trying to find a new way. I'm not just a comedian. I'm a whole entertainer.
Yeah,
like I said, I do music. I write. I act. I make jokes. Like I'm not just one lane.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's what makes you different. And because you're not just doing one thing, you can be a director, a writer, you can be on screen. I mean, realistically, if someone casted you in a movie to be in it, you could get a bag real quick and kill it. But even though that's not what you want to do, it's like you could still be like do your own thing and still be able to do a bunch of stuff.
Well, I want to do acting now. My first lead role movie actually drops on June 7th.
Boom.
Yeah.
June 7th. That's coming up.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a day after this drops. So.
Yeah, it's gonna be a movie premiere in Wisconsin. But let me just circle back real quick.
Yeah.
About the open mics.
Absolutely.
Because I want these young comedians. Like I'm pretty much an anomaly. You know what I mean? You don't get like I got like just by doing what I do because that's not gonna work for everybody. The old heads will by me saying I don't like open mics. They hate that, you know what I mean? Because they think that you got to do open mic like a million times. So don't take my way. I just think you should still do open mics if you want to hone your skill. You know what I mean? So don't take what I did and think you can duplicate it.
Yeah.
Because like I said, it's not the law. It's the It's the one-off or whatever.
Yeah, for sure. Everybody's story is different, and just because you made it the way that you made it doesn't mean someone else is going to make it that same way.
There's no
and I
blueprint.
think that's a great point too. And the fact that you started in your 30s, that already puts you in a different category of people who make it in their 30s. Because it's tough. Comedy is a thing. It's a young man's game, as they say nowadays. But I think like if you're still hungry and funny as hell, you can make it at any time.
Well, honestly, like comedy is one of the things that's not ageist.
Right.
Comedy, you can be whatever age. Rodney Dangerfield started when he was 47. I mean, like comedy is like how music used to be.
Yep.
Music used to be, you got to be young. Like comedy ain't like that. Comedy, because funny is funny.
That's right.
I mean, you can be fucking 60, 70. If you funny, then they gonna fuck with you.
That's right. That's so true. And that's the reason why you were able to take off like so quickly too, because people recognize that you were naturally just a funny guy.
And on the side note, like comedy at the end of the day is not. It's crazy because there's a whole bunch of intricate parts to this. Comedy is not about being funny. Being funny is extra. I treated it like a business. I mean, I learned the business side of it. I know what I wanted and I prepared myself for it. Like I manifested it. You know what I mean? I know I wanted to be a comedian. I wanted to be this type of icon. So I went and got my name as a trademark.
Let's go.
You know what I mean?
Let's go.
I got a DBA with it. I got my car wrapped, everything. Like my name's on everything. I promoted myself the whole time. I put in the work. I got ready for it.
Yeah.
I got my passport. Well, I ain't had no money when I got my passport. I had to borrow that money because tomorrow, all I know is somebody could hit me up and say, let's go do a show in Italy. And I'm not ready. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I got to stay ready, man. So I prepared for everything.
Yeah.
And when it finally hit, I mean, it took off running.
That's exactly right. And when you get the opportunity, you can take advantage of it and actually kill it. Because I mean, if you didn't even have, your website, funnycharliemac.com.
Yeah, head that up.
That's so easy to say, so easy to remember. So if you didn't have that when you were on Kill Tony, you wouldn't have crashed your website right after.
8 times. Oh, wow.
Yeah, man. I mean, that alone just you need to be ready for those moments because there's so many people. I mean, if you guys watch Kill Tony, I'm sure if you're watching this, you watch it all the time. But like, there's people that just go up there and just fucking blow it, dude. You know, what are you guys doing? Like, this is an opportunity for you to be, become the Charlie Max of the world. You know what I'm saying? But they weren't ready. It's like, but yeah, man. So then getting into a moment where like it was getting real. You're going on tour with you opened for Eddie Griffin. I want to talk about that experience and what that was like, kind of seeing it at that level.
Yeah, I featured for Eddie Griffin because Eddie Griffin pretty much runs a 2-man show. The first time I featured, I did it a few times. The very first time somebody hit me up like, "Yo, we want you to come feature for Eddie Griffin." First, I thought it was fake. I mean, I was like, oh, it was real. So it was I was talking to the guys. They wanted either me or another guy, and we both were like equally funny. But they said they didn't choose him because he's only been doing comedy for 3 years, so they chose me because he probably couldn't handle all that big stage and all that. Whole time I only been doing comedy 2 years, but they didn't know that. Yeah, they didn't know. They thought because a lot of people think I've been in the game way longer than I have.
For sure.
No, but I'm new, but it was too late. But they told me this story after I done got on stage and killed them and everything.
Yeah, that's the difference. It's like when you come on, I mean, from your very first performance that you have on there, I think it's 2018, November 2018. I think.
Yeah, that was a trial.
A trial
to see it.
Yeah,
because actually, we want to get technical. The very first time I touched the microphone was in Wisconsin, Milwaukee. Because that's when I tried it out. I was like, oh, okay, I can do this. A couple months later, I moved to Phoenix and really started doing it with the competition on April 21st, 2019.
Wow. Damn, dude. So, I mean, but even in that, like that video that's dated in 2018 in November,
it's terrible.
But it's like, you can see your confidence though on stage, even though like, it's cool to watch that now though, to almost look back and see you figuring it out on stage. You know what I mean? Because when you came up on Kill Tony, dude, it was like you were already part of the universe.
Yeah.
Like, and it was immediate that like, Tony loved you from the second he saw you. And it was like, and I think Tony has, I mean, obviously he has an eye for talent, and he's a very good curator, and he knows it from the beginning. And it's like, so I think that's so important though, because your character is more like your character is actually bigger than like the jokes you're saying. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the way you say things and like the way you present yourself is more important than what you're actually saying.
Yeah, it is, because it's everything. Like this whole Reddit section about me, which is cool. That's how I know I made it, because they made Reddit about me. Like, okay. Some people said, oh, his jokes weren't good, but he was charming and had a nice personality. And whatever it is, whatever they like. I mean, hey, I am charming. I do have a great personality.
Yeah.
But I'm funny too. I mean, it's been a few people on Kill Tony. Nobody knows this, but there's been a few people that went up there that did jokes that I wrote for them.
No way.
Yeah, I wrote jokes for a lot of people.
Man, so I mean, you've been in Austin for 4 years, so it's like you signed up. Did you say 3 or 4 times?
4 times.
4 times before you got pulled.
Yeah.
So, but you were you were hanging out with people that would regularly sign up.
Yeah, because I was because they always go. I don't care about that. You know what I mean? Like y'all sitting there looking like some fools. 200-300 of y'all just sitting there. And then my friend had to come from out of town, and she wanted to do it. So like, okay, I'll do it. Yeah. But
damn.
Yeah, I write jokes for, like, not only do songwrite, I write jokes for a lot of people all across the country. So some of y'all favorite jokes from local comedians are my jokes.
And that's why he's your favorite comedian's favorite comedian.
Yeah.
Let it be known, man. Hey, Martians, real quick. I appreciate you taking the time to listen or watch wherever you are in the world. Over the last few months, the Martian family has grown so much. I could not be more thankful for all of my guests and every single one of you who continue to tune in every single week. Subscribers, ratings, likes, and comments all help us grow here on Mars. And it would mean the world. If you haven't already, please go to onmarspod.com/subscribe to subscribe on YouTube. Like and leave a comment, rate us on Spotify. All this good stuff helps keep the engine running to inspire Martians all over the world. P.S. Follow us on Instagram @OnMarsPod. Okay, let's get back to it. Why did you go to Austin? Why did you choose Austin?
Because it was going to be the comedy hub. Joe Rogan was talking about making it.
Yeah.
And I had family in San Antonio, Dallas, and Houston, and it was a central location to be around everybody. And you know what's crazy? The whole 4 years, I rarely performed in Austin. Like, I want to kill Tony, and they were like, no one know who I was.
Right.
Like, because, like, I mean, I had a little buzz in the black community, but most of Austin comedians, most of them white. So they really didn't know who I was. And they were like, you've been living here 4 years? Like, what the heck? We ain't never seen you. Like, 'cause I don't perform here.
Yeah.
Like, I'm on tours. I don't do open mics, like I said. So that's where they congregate. And I don't do that.
That's pretty interesting though. That's like you moved there because it was the like you saw that it was gonna be the comedy thing and the family having the distance, but then you still didn't really like perform too much.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Because like the universe has a funny way of working stuff out.
You
make plans, just don't know how it is.
Yeah.
Like I started touring with Omar, because you know when Omar just started doing comedy, not August, but the August before that.
Yeah.
He just started doing stand up. And I seen on Instagram that he was starting about an hour away from my house. So I hit him up, like, can I get a guest spot? And he said, send it to my friend, it was Charles Allen. So I sent it to Charles Allen. And Charles had just so happened to see me 3 months later perform. So, and he said, yeah, you can get a guest spot. And then I made my own flyer. And then they liked that, like took the initiative. They made me the feature. And then by the time they got through talking, the very first show, I was the headliner.
Oh, come on.
I came from nothing to like top.
Yo, I mean, that's you hustling and putting, taking the initiative and showing them that you care.
Yeah.
And like putting yourself in the position, dude. I think that's really like what you did is like putting yourself in these positions to be able to, be recognized.
I made myself a plug.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. Get it 100 ways.
Yeah, man. Yo, so I guess we kind of talked about the comedic acting and stuff like that, and you said that you weren't really like influenced like early on, but I kind of want to ask, like, because I feel like when I was watching some of that stuff, I took a lot of like Eddie Murphy, Jamie Foxx, Martin Lawrence kind of like vibe out of it, like how they did their comedic acting in a way, playing like multiple roles and doing them well. And I think that's like the comparison that I was like, oh man, I wonder if he was influenced by that in those types of movies. Cause I mean, growing up, especially in your 30s, they were huge when you were growing up.
Yeah.
So what was that kind of influence on you, even though that's not what you want to do now?
Actually, I want to go more into acting, actually. Real quick, we don't speak of that. Eddie Griffin told me to make it high in comedy, to make it big in comedy, go hard in acting. He said, you get a small role in a major film, it'll help you headline small clubs. And that'll help you get a major role in a major film, and that'll help you headline major clubs, and then arenas and stadiums and stuff. Wow. But now I'm already headlining major clubs, and you have to do all that.
Yeah.
Because of Kill Tony. You know what I mean? Like Kill Tony, like it's called the Kill Tony Boost.
That's right.
And it's
real.
Yeah, it is real. Because I was, the whole time after I did my episode until it came out, I was, I'm for the blow up. And the day before, I'm like, damn, don't none of this happen? What if then it should just fuck up? But everything worked out.
That's right. That's right, man.
Let's see the doubt, get in your head and just fuck with you.
Yeah, man. And I feel like taking that advice from Eddie Griffin, a comedic actor who also does stand up at a high level, that's like a perfect little blueprint. And for someone to tell you that in the, as you're featuring for him, what I mean? It's almost like a mentor in a way, you know what I'm saying? Like your first like mentor figure, like letting you know like some game before you even get there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did he kind of give you that? He gave you that game back when you were opening for him back in the day? Is that, or was this recent?
It was a second show. It was like 2 years ago. No, 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm sure like that kind of stuff, you're like, oh wow, yeah, that's I feel like that makes sense though, because that's exactly how it works. It's like the bigger you get in the film industry, the bigger you get as a comedian too, if you
Yeah.
want to do both.
They go hand in hand, you know.
Yeah,
Cause like I say, I'm really trying to get more
into acting.
yeah. I've written my own movie. I actually written a few movies.
Yeah.
But we just finished casting one of them.
Okay.
So
So you're
but then
part of
this
that.
blew up. So
Yeah.
we supposed to started filming in August. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, for sure. Yo, I mean, life works in mysterious ways, but now you're in a better position to make sure that you guys can do it on a higher level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when you are ready to make that movie, it's just on hold. It's not that it's shelved forever. You
Right.
know?
Yeah, yeah.
But the fact that you have the desire to be, you know, producing films and being like a director and also acting, I think that's really important because you do it really well, man. And it's like something when I was doing research, I realized, because obviously, you know, everyone sees you with the stand-up that you did on Kill Tony, but like when they look back at seeing what you've been doing before that, you've had it in you. You know what I mean? And like, and it's funny because I was even telling my roommate Danny, like, yo, this stuff doesn't sound the best. It's not the greatest quality video, but that doesn't matter because this is a prime example of it doesn't matter what you shoot on. If you're funny and like the comedy is there, it translates. You know what I'm saying? Like the sketch of the taking out the garbage. That was so funny, bro.
Yeah.
Like just little things like that where it's just like, oh, you remember you need me to take out the garbage, but you don't even remember my dad's name.
Right,
It's just like,
oh, you remember you want me to take out the garbage, but you don't even know who my daddy is. What's his name? Tyler? No. Henry? No. Travail? That's your damn brother. Oh, well, it was the 80s. I was on all types of shit.
that's your brother.
It was the 80s. I was on all type of shit.
That shit was so funny. And I was like, yo, if this was produced at a high level, this is some shit that like Netflix would buy. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like, I mean, you look at like the Tom Segura's and the Shane Gillises of the world that are making their own things on a high level and just producing them themselves, and then they're getting bought out by Netflix, you know? And like, I think that's a thing that's a real path for you. And I really do see that, especially now that obviously you're gonna have people around you that can help you take it to another level.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that just comes with you being ready and having the ideas and, you know, already kind of doing what you've done so that way you can meet them there. It's not like someone coming in and taking over. It's someone just helping you with your own visions.
See, that's why I read a book called I read a lot.
Hell yeah.
Not lately because it's been too busy.
Yeah.
But I read a book called Who Not How. It's like don't try to figure out how you can get stuff done. Figure out who you can get to do it for you.
Ooh.
Because that frees up the most quality, the most, like, I can't think of the word I want to say, but the most important resource, which is time.
Yeah.
Like you get everything back, but you can't get time back.
That's right.
So and time is essentially money.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, and that's how businesses grow. You have to be able
Mhm.
to scale it and have delegation, you know, so people are handling different things. That's why professions exist. Like you do what you do very well, and then someone else does what they do very well, and
Right.
together you guys make a fucking crazy team. So
It's like me and Caleb.
yeah, exactly. No, for sure. And like that's yeah, it's cool how like when he's doing it on his level and you're doing it on your level, you guys can meet, you know, at that level. And that's the cool thing where it's like you guys can grow together, but also kind of already been doing your own thing. You know what I'm saying? But I talk about this on this podcast a lot with a lot of homies that like a team is so important, you know, and the only way to make a successful business or like an artist and everything that's successful has a team behind it.
Yep.
So, and I think that's, and obviously you got to kind of do what you have to do to take it to the level where you can get a team, but you've done that now, man. So now it's about like building the team around you to just make more.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Seriously. It's a lot going on right now. Like so much brain power has been going into this comedy that I've been fucking up on little shit. Like why the hell I come in this kitchen? You know what I mean? Like the little shit evades me because the brain power is all pushed to this side of the fucking brain.
For sure, man. Yeah, and that's another big thing where it's like you kind of got to like make sure you're sleeping enough. making sure you're eating, staying
What the hell is
hydrated.
that? Sleeping, I ain't did that. I ain't ate in 3 days.
Yeah, see,
like seriously,
it's
like
tough,
that shit,
man.
I'll be.
Because like eventually you'll start feeling that burnout, dude, and then you'll be able to like you'll be spacey and foggy and
Yeah, I
tough.
got protein bars in the car.
Nah.
'Cause I be working out like so. Cause I lost 160 pounds.
Right, man.
Yeah,
That journey's probably crazy because you went vegan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been eating meat since last May, so over a little bit over a year.
Yeah, man. Well, shoot. I mean, do you want to talk about that journey a little bit? I feel like that's a big thing. Like losing 160 pounds, man. Like that's like, I guess to anyone that like is, watching this for inspiration type shit, because that's a lot, man, to do that and change your lifestyle like that and go vegan.
I ain't gonna hold you. I got some help doing it.
Hey,
I was hypnotized.
Talk to me. Talk to me, brother.
Yeah, I was hypnotized by a person who's now a friend of mine. She's actually a comedian and a hypnotist, and she features for me. Her name is Hypno Goddess. She actually out of this. She's gonna be at the show.
Hey, I'll meet her tonight. Oh, she'll be hypnotizing people live?
Yeah, she does street hypnosis and stage hypnosis as well.
Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll be filming that. So clip right here, maybe. No, but okay. So what is that process? Like, I mean, obviously you get hypnotized like for that intention. Like you tell her like, yo, hypnotize me to be vegan.
No. It was really,
how does that work?
It's like, it wasn't to do nothing. It was just like to pretty much meet a higher version of myself. Like, it's because really to be hypnotized, you pretty much got to have an imagination, because all hypnosis is self-hypnosis. It's just led through someone who knows how to lead you.
Got it.
And I mean, and I seen the version of me that I wanted to be. And so it was easy for me to just change. Like the weight loss, really, like, it was mostly the vegan. That's what really started the weight loss. But I don't know if I really tried to lose weight intentionally at first. It just happened from not eating meat.
Wow.
And then on top of that, I started intermittent fasting, only 12 and 6. So don't eat for 18 other hours of the day.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just started falling off.
Damn, dude. I mean, that's crazy. I like that it started from a place of like, you just wanted to be a better version of yourself.
Yeah.
A healthier version of
yourself. At the end of the day, that's what it is. 'Cause I got a 3-year-old daughter. So, you know what I mean? I want to be here.
That's right. That's so important, man. Yeah. And like, I think that's one of those things too, when you have kids too. I don't have kids yet, but like I've witnessed my sister have kids and her whole life changes, So you start to make decisions that you wouldn't have made if they weren't here.
Yeah, for real.
So that's important, man.
Yeah, I had my kids late. Well, kid singular.
Yeah.
I mean, I speak that into existence because they asked me, "You want to have more kids?" I'm like, "I didn't want this one." Shit, the hell.
Did you see the title of these books?
Man, I love my baby, but I don't like her as a person. Like, if we would have met under any other circumstances, we wouldn't have been friends. She's a bully, bro.
Yeah, man. And I do kind of want to talk about, kids, because that inspired your series of books. That's what Sit Your Ass Down and Shut the Fuck Up.
Yeah.
Man, fuck them kids. Go get that on funnycharliemac.com.
Lay your ass down and shut the fuck up.
I'm so sorry. Yeah. Lay your ass down and shut the fuck up. That's my bad. Yeah. Lay your ass down, shut the fuck up, and man, fuck them kids.
It's back there. Like, I got a new shipment coming in, a few thousand.
Okay.
And I'm looking at my back order list today at the hotel before I got here. I'm like, I need to order some more books right now. Because usually I just have them shipped in on boats. So they won't get here to the end of, take about a month. So now the books won't get here to the end of May. I mean, what's next month? June. No, end of this month.
Is June, yes.
Yeah. So now I'm like, okay, I know this is going to take too long. So I ordered another shipment. It's going to get here in 10 days. And that's not going to be enough. Now I got to do another order.
Damn.
Because that's going to be 10 days. And we already almost out of all of them. So, and that's 10 days. It's almost 2 weeks. Orders come in every second. Yeah, I'm going to have to just, I don't know.
Yo, I mean, it's a full-on operation at this point.
Yeah.
And I mean, you're an entrepreneur in multiple ways, Charlie.
The books, I just wanted to create merch that didn't nobody else have.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, I didn't expect it to do what it's doing.
So when you were going into writing it, that's what you were writing it as, just like merch for your comedy.
Yeah, it's funny.
It wasn't to be an author or whatever necessarily. But it's now you still kind of started a series in a way.
A lot of people don't know I do. I have about I want to say like 20 books. I have 2 fully published adult books or children's books for adults. And then I have 10 real children's books. And then I have about like 8 other books. And then I got 2 other books in production right now. So
man, so it is like you're an author. I mean,
I mean, when I started those 2 books, those were the first 2 I did, and I won.
Yeah,
but then I see how easy it is.
Yeah,
because that's when I started doing scripts and plays and everything.
Yeah, man.
I just write it and I just throw it in the drawer. I never do nothing with it. So I'm like, let me do something with this stuff.
Yeah, man. I'm glad that you were able to like put your art down into like writing too. Cause I mean, it goes with like the music, you're writing bars and it's like writing the scripts, like you're saying. So it all has parallels. So the fact that you're able to kind of utilize the same like writing talent in multiple ways is fucking awesome, man.
Cause I got imagination.
Yes.
And imagination is like the key to damn near everything.
For sure.
Even life. Cause if you just looking at life how it is, you fucking around and be depressed.
Yeah.
You got to be able to see something better.
Wow.
I mean, believe that something better gonna happen.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so true. If you can't even see it for yourself, you'll never even get there.
Yeah, for real. What they say, see it and achieve it or some shit like that?
Yeah, I mean, there's like probably so many different like inspirational quotes you can pull for like that, like where like manifestation and all that. And it's very real. And I mean, it's funny that like even this podcast happening right now is a very big, manifestation of like, I've built this up to bring on creative professionals, entrepreneurs, and other inspiring Martians alike. That's what we call it. It's called On Mars, Harry Mars, whatever.
Okay,
but it's just like, it's cool that like full circle moment where it's like being able to bring you on where you're doing things at such a high level. And I like to do things at a very high level myself. So it's like to be able to meet people where they're at, even though like I'm not there yet, it's like I've been there in my own head, I mean, I try to do it as if I'm already, successful from the beginning,
Yeah, it's a perception of reality, you know what I mean? Because you don't say you're not there yet. It's somebody looking at you right now, you like, that motherfucker made it. He right when I'm telling you, like, people always think like, oh yeah, you made it. You made like a couple weeks ago, I'm driving to Farmington, New Mexico. And this is before Kill Tony. It's about a week. No, a couple days before Kill Tony.
Before you went on Kill Tony?
Yeah,
before
I went on it.
Okay, so this was probably like a month ago then.
Yeah, because Kill Tony, I drove 13 hours from Farmington and then went straight to Kill Tony and did that. So I did that without no sleep.
Oh, shit.
So
the story gets better.
Yeah. It gets even better if I tell you I was drunken on the edible. And I don't drink or smoke or none of that, but I did on that night.
Dude, it helps or something, baby. I mean, it made it.
I watched the episode like, damn, when did I say that? Oh, I don't even remember none of that.
Yo, when you're like, can y'all bring the books?
Yeah.
I'm an author, and I actually brought books for y'all. I make children's books for adults.
You make what books for adults?
Children's books for adults.
Oh, I love this.
Yeah, and I brought you guys some.
Okay.
Can y'all bring the books out?
Hide.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Hey, you're stealing my act.
I'm sorry.
This is incredible.
It's 2 each.
Man, Fuck Them Kids by Charlie Mack. This is hilarious. Let me see this one. What is this one?
Fuck them kids.
This one's a kid in a crib. It's called Lay Your Ass Down and Shut the Fuck Up. Oh my God.
That's great.
Incredible.
When that happened, I was like, this guy's different. And that's like the type of shit where it's like the confidence coming out that other people, they just don't have that.
Yeah, it definitely got to happen because nobody would have said that shit.
No way.
I'm up here making demands.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like I'm saying.
He said, I'll do whatever you want.
Yeah. On the way to Farmington, I stopped. I was at McDonald's. I was on my laptop using their Wi-Fi. And I'm sitting in my car in the parking lot, got the door open, and I see a little family. It was like grandparents and like some grandkids. I know it's a little girl, couldn't be no more than 11, looking at me, just like, oh, wow. And then I just ain't paying no mind. And then I'm out here like 10 minutes, and the little girl and her grandma come out. She like, are you, the grandma, she's like, are you really funny, Charlie Mack? I was like, yeah. She like, my granddaughter said it. I was like, what are the odds? And then the little girl like, I follow you on YouTube. been following you for over a year. And then she showed me her iPad. And then I'm like, oh, I looked at the grandma like, this is not for kids.
Yeah, not at all.
Right. She said something like, she's heard worse. So yeah, I took a picture with her and everything. I didn't know what to say, so I just said stay in school. I don't know, I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
But
And kids watching your stuff, you're like, you shouldn't be watching myself. Stay in school, kid.
Yeah, right. So after that,
Yeah.
that's not the first time a kid has recognized me.
Yeah.
But after that, I really try to keep it a little cleaner than what it was.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still gonna be me, but I still try not to talk about dicks and pussies and all that shit.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, it's such like a, I don't know, dirty comedian thing or whatever. It's like, it's easy to like, I don't know. Sometimes they say it's easier to do dirty comedy. I don't know. I don't think it's easy to do comedy in general. You know what I'm saying? I think it's an art form that's like, should be whatever, but having intention to do cleaner comedy, just to be a little bit more family friendly.
Right.
I
was taught when you write your jokes, you write them clean. And then you dirty them up. It's easier to dirty up a clean joke than to clean up a dirty joke.
Damn, that's kind of a bar.
Message, right?
You're kind of spitting, Charlie.
Right. Yeah.
Damn, dude. Yo, so I guess like I do want to kind of talk about like the energy that you had before getting on Kill Tony, because obviously like you never know if you're gonna get picked. So what was that like? I mean, being in that bar with all those people and you're off in that a little drunk, you know what I mean, and kind of feeling it. So what was it like when you're like, yo, Charlie Mack? You're like, fuck, oh shit, oh shit.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. What really happened?
Let's get it.
I was already in a terrible mood. That's why I was drinking and I hit the weed. I was already mad as hell. I was in there telling everybody how I'm funnier than everybody. I slapped the shit out y'all. Like I was going crazy. Then they were trying to calm down. My friend gave me an edible. The second it hit my tongue, they said, Charlie Mack. I was like, what the? I just knew I wasn't going up. Cause it was late.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, shit, spit out, swallow it, spit out, swallow it, spit out, swallow it. No, Diddy. So I decided to chew it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I went down and, I don't do nothing. I don't do no drugs. I don't drink or none of that. I drink water and I really, ever since that, I've been trying to treat my body like a temple.
Yeah.
But at that moment, it was fuck that and fuck everybody.
Yeah.
So then when I went up there on that stage, it was just like, I thought I was sober. Shit, like it seemed like it.
Okay, Austin, I see you. I just moved to Austin, and this place is amazingly terrifying. No, I've been scared since I got here. I ain't know nothing about this area. They gave me a ride. I said, where we going? They said, this 6th Street. I said, no, I know Gotham City when I see Gotham City. No, 6th Street is dangerous out here. I seen somebody get robbed while he was robbing somebody else. And then they tried to put me in a hotel on 6th Street. I asked the dude in the front, I said, hey, is it safe here? He said, if you can fight, you're gonna be all right. It's crazy. Oh, you guys are just so brave for sitting in the front. No, I'm just saying that because my last show, I fell off the stage. Took out the whole front. I don't know why y'all laughing. The way my body built, I bounce. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, he has arrived. Charlie Mack has joined the fray.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't look like you were fucked up.
Yeah, I wasn't fucked up.
Yeah.
I wasn't fucked up.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
I was just able to be myself and have fun.
Yeah, man.
But you don't need drugs to be yourself and have fun. You don't.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, to that point, like you weren't fucked up at all. So it's like you didn't need to even do too much to like even like have a good time. You know, you were just having a good time, bro.
I was gonna kill it because I don't miss. True. I don't miss.
That's right. That's right, man. For real though.
Don't miss ENT.
Yeah.
Shout out to Buddy Love. That's my boy. Yeah. Yeah, we don't miss.
Yo, see? Buddy Love. Hey, Eddie Murphy callback, man. It's like, like you guys don't know.
Right.
Man, so getting to that point though, and like, so you afterwards, you kill it. Obviously, you get to go see Adam Egget. You become part of the Kill Tony universe. You get the Sunset Strip show, the secret show.
And then they invited me to the VIP after party.
I mean, what was that like after?
They don't even just invite golden ticket people out there. Just because you got a golden ticket don't mean you can come to the VIP after party.
They're like, you're cool as hell. Come hang.
Yeah. And I was down there. I'm over here talking to celebrities, people from Wild 'N Out. I'm like, damn, I'm really in the mix now.
Let's go.
I mean, I'm like, if I see one dick, it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah,
I don't want no Diddy party shit going on up in here.
No way, dude. No, that's Joe Rogan's club. That's not happening, bro.
Yeah, no, it was real cool, man. It was amazing.
That's awesome.
But I couldn't stay long because my friend I told you came with was outside waiting.
Oh damn.
And I couldn't just lead them out there. Like if my one of my biggest flaws, you want to say, is my loyalty to my people.
Yeah, I mean that's a good thing, I think.
Yeah,
You're a very loyal person.
I'm very loyal.
Yeah,
I'm loyal to a fault, but once I feel like you trying to, use that against me, then I'll cut you off like I never knew you.
Yeah,
but if you loyal to me, I'm loyal to you, and can't nobody change that but you.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I think that's what makes you like genuine, and that's important to kind of keep those values throughout your career too, because you keep people close to you that you care about and that care about you. So the moment that it starts to feel like, they're using you or whatever, you got to know that too.
Because now I can sense this shit.
Yeah.
Like I got my website kept fucking up. My manager was like, "Yo, we need to get somebody else." Go to another place. I'm like, "No, they gonna get it taken care of. They good." And I've been fucking with them. They've been doing this shit for me for a while. It's all good. And then we started having a conversation with them about doing shit, and like them prices seem a little outrageous. Like y'all know, you can see my stats. You know how much I'm making. So now it seems like you trying to push. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yeah, we not gonna do that.
Yeah.
So now I'm in the process of getting another motherfucker. I was loyal until you forced my hand.
Yeah, where it almost like they almost like want to capitalize as well. Where it's just like, oh, now it's different. Like it wasn't gonna be this price before. And now all of a sudden the price changed.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I think that's a big thing where it's like, but again, moving forward, that's the reason why you got invited back, to VIP, because you're just a genuine dude, and like people could sense that stuff too. Especially like I think the higher you get, the more that's important, because people, you don't come back from being a bad guy.
Yeah, and people they try to prey on that, you know what I mean? But like it's just three different type of people in this world. You got sheepdogs, and wolves. You know what I mean? Sheep are just the regular people, everyday people. You got the wolves who prey on the sheep. And then you got the sheepdog they can be a wolf. You know what I mean? They're strong enough, but they cool. Like they protect the sheep. You know what I mean? And I'm a protector. That's all. I'm protecting and providing at the end of the day. So you try to come at me with all that wolf talk, then you gonna meet, you know what I mean, brute force.
Yeah, exactly. Yo, I love that breakdown. It's like the metaphors are real though, man. Are real. So man, I want to talk about like, writing and kind of getting into a position where I do want to talk about like the directing side and kind of like, because do you have like your own like production company then? Or is it kind of just running it as Charlie Mack right now?
Mac Pack Productions.
Mac Pack.
Which I call my supporters the Mac Pack. Because that Rat Pack back with Sammy Davis, Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra, all them.
Yep.
It was a whole squad of stars, and everybody that fuck with me is a star in their own right.
That's
you know
right.
what I mean? I'm not the only fucking star. You a star. You a star. You a star. That's the Mac Pack. We a team.
Oh yeah.
Everybody shine.
Yeah. So like your vision for Mac Pack is kind of the same way that like Happy Madison is Adam Sandler's like Mac Pack.
It's similar because you got all the same people.
Yeah, exactly.
But mine is not just people. It's regular motherfuckers who sitting at home watching TV.
Hell yeah.
You know what
so
I mean?
it's like your fans as well.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't even like calling them fans. Call them supporters.
Yeah. It's supporters. Yeah. I hate the word fans too.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't want to use it, but it's like the easiest way to say it. Fuck.
Because they've been watching me when I want shit. I used to go live 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
At work, just sitting there going live and shit.
Yeah, you can see comments on YouTube from 5 years ago when you were posting these things. Like people were fucking with you even then, and I think that's just another thing, like to let people know that like he didn't just start doing this shit. Like he's been doing this for a long time. Like and a long time is relative for everyone, but it's just like you've been doing it for a minute, and like you've been supported for a minute. So it's just like that's cool that you've been able to have people grow with you in a sense as well, where it's like, oh man, I literally knew him from the beginning, and you fuck with that, and I think that's important to kind of keep that like the Mac pack. That's like your loyalty to your
Right.
fans and your supporters in a sense.
Yeah, people will tell you, they'll say they fuck with me because I wasn't doing all that fake shit that all these other people was doing. Like on YouTube, they do a lot of fake bullshit like to get views.
Yes.
And I wasn't doing none of that shit because you're gonna watch me or you're not gonna watch me.
Yeah.
Those are the only two options that's gonna happen. You know what I mean? So I'm not forcing nobody. I'm not lying. I'm not being nothing that I'm not.
That's
You know
right.
what I mean?
Exactly. And people can see the same way they can see through the bullshit, they can see the good shit.
Yeah.
So
I'm genuine.
yeah, man. So I guess I want to talk about, I mean, because obviously you're an author as well. How does that process of writing like books compared to like writing jokes?
Writing is writing. Books is essentially it was jokes too, but it was just written different. I mean, I was like I took comedy and my music and they had a baby. You know what I mean? And those like children's books, that's what it is. That's what came out. That's why they're funny, they rhyme and everything. And then my other books, like my adult books, because I've written some shit, like some shit. But it's like I don't even be writing it. It just comes out, just all spills out. Like I just get instant downloads. And it comes out dialogue, scene setting, everything. Like, cause I can see it, cause my, like I said, imagination.
Yeah, man. I think that's beautiful. I actually heard Judd Apatow, a director, talk about one time that there was a quote from I think it was Tommy Chong, and he was saying that there's like a creative pipe that sometimes you could just hook your pipe up to, and you'll just download the information. It's like you're connected. Is like it's within you to the point where it's like it feels like you're not even writing it.
For real.
Yo, that's awesome.
Someone stole some of my shit recently. One of my jokes. It was somebody kind of big too. They know who I am. They follow me. I ain't say no shit, but I did make a post like I can write more jokes. I can write my jokes faster than y'all can steal them. So you want to take it? I got 1 million more, and they get better.
That's right. It's only gonna get better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and if you're trying to chase the trends, you're never gonna be setting the trends.
Right, for real.
It's like
real talk,
and that's kind of to the point of like you not doing the trends on TikTok and
Yeah, I don't
Instagram
do
and
none
all
of
that.
that.
You don't need to, because it's
Right.
like you're over here setting the trends.
And like I said, people fuck me, they fuck me. My people is my people,
That's right.
and I don't need a fucking big ass crowd of fake shit. Give me a small loyal motherfucker that we can move mountains.
Yes. No, man, that's beautiful. I think that's how you move mountains. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how you actually
Hell
move
yeah.
mountains.
Like I said, let's put it like this, an analogy. Like the 5 people, they all pushing at the same time, then you gonna move it. But you get 100 people and everybody playing around, pushing different direction. You ain't gonna do shit. You ain't gonna go nowhere.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah,
So-
man. Exactly. So yeah, I do want to talk about you had a movie, the Holy Hustler.
Yeah, that's my the movie I just finished casting for.
So what's the status of that? Like, I guess like moving forward, do you want to just like put a pin in that and then just like pick it up in like a couple months or something? Is that your vision for it? Or
What I probably do is get somebody to step in and handle all the day-to-day shit, so I can focus on other shit. Cause I'm a friend of mine like, oh, let's hire somebody to play the role. Cause I play the lead in there. I'm like, I'm not gonna do that because I literally written the movie for me to play the lead, and that's what people don't be. That's what people be fucking up at. We gonna circle back to this, but
yeah,
they complain about not having opportunities when you can fucking create them. It's not a whole bunch of motherfuckers out here booking me for movies and shit. I write my own movies and book myself. Same with the comedy. I don't need nobody to come and tell me I'm hot. I've been hot when they found me. God dang it. If I want to go perform in Africa, I find somebody who's doing comedy can help me with a venue in Africa, then I will go out there and perform. Now I got Africa under my belt. I mean,
yeah.
And these people, they just sitting here waiting on somebody to come in they small little bullshit ass city, find them at some nothing ass bar and say, hey, I'm here to save you. No one's saving you. Not. So chances are slim to none.
Yeah.
So fuck that. I'm gonna do my shit myself.
Yeah. And you've been doing that from the beginning.
Yeah.
That's why you acted in your own skits. That's why you edited your own shit. It's like you don't have to wait for other people to give you opportunities to make opportunities.
Right.
I love that so much. And I think that's like for creative people in general, I think that's such an important part to being successful. You need to take risks on yourself, put yourself in positions where like you might even be uncomfortable, but you
Right.
figure it out. And if you really love this shit, like you put yourself in positions to have to figure it out. You're like, I don't want to have to worry about someone else writing this or acting in this. Write it for myself.
Facts. They scared and not knowing everything you want on the other side of fear.
Yeah,
Everything you want is right there. They scared. I'm not scared
that's right.
because I'm confident. And you know what confidence is? Confidence is not, oh, they gonna love it. They gonna love it. That's not confidence. Like, oh, I know they gonna love it. No, confidence is I'm okay even if they don't love it. Right?
Yeah, 100%, dude.
So that's where I am. I know it's good. It's good to me.
That's
If
right.
they don't like it, okay.
You already won.
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that, man. And I think that goes for like anybody that makes great art. They love it. You know, they're not making it for other people.
Right.
And I think that's like the same thing. Great artists, great directors, great writers. They love it themselves so much. It doesn't matter what you think. You know,
Right.
they're going to do it anyways. It's like,
Real talk.
it's like, that's the reason why a lot of people that are creative don't make a lot of money too, because they just do things themselves, even if they're not like getting paid or whatever a whole lot, because they're having to self-fund shit.
Facts. Yeah. Well, one thing about me, I'm gonna get some money.
Yeah. Especially now, dog.
I'm a marketing genius. I'm gonna find a way to make something. You're gonna talk about me. You're gonna say my name, whether positive or negative, even though positive and negative don't exist, but
Yeah,
you're gonna say my name.
that's right.
Nothing is positive and negative. Everything in this world is neutral. It's just your reaction to it is positive and negative. You know what I mean? Like, if somebody don't like you and they don't want you to make no more videos, your camera falling and crashed right now. To you, that's negative, but to them, it's positive. And our reality is just neutral. It's just your reaction that you put on it.
Wow. Yeah. So every like when it comes out, it's not necessarily positive or negative. It's just your perception of it.
Just like left and right. Left and right doesn't exist until you make it personal. See, look at me. Which point to your left?
That's your right.
Yeah, that's my right. My left is this way.
Yeah.
So it doesn't exist until you make it personal.
Whoa. Damn. Yeah, man. That's crazy. So that's like another way is like everyone sees left different. You know, like your left is not my left.
Up and down.
Yeah.
Somebody upstairs right now, he said, which way is what's up? And then you point up, that's down
down
to
for
them.
the-
Yeah, like
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's like a metaphor, but like I think it's very important for like people to understand that that's like not everyone sees things the same too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, nobody see everything. Like I said, everyone doesn't see stuff the same, and you just have to don't sweat the small stuff, man. Just do you and keep pushing. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, man. And yeah, don't do things for the money always, man. Like from the beginning, because I feel like you wouldn't have got to a point where you are making money like this if you wouldn't have not made money, like doing the sketches and stuff like that, just uploading it on YouTube just for fun.
These people will complain about driving across town for $25 shows. I used to drive 25 hours to get on the stage in the middle of nowhere for 5 minutes.
For free.
For free, not a penny. All that was on my own dime.
That's right.
And that's what people didn't really do. They didn't really take the risk. High risk, high rewards.
That's right. And that's how you get to a position like you're in. And it's like that's part of the getting ready so you don't have, or staying ready so you don't have to get ready.
Had these books.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody had the books. And somebody on Reddit was like, oh, they called me a plant. It's like, oh, he's fake, all this. How he just had the books right there. Because I was ready.
That's right. You brought them with you.
Every time I came to Kill Tony, I had my books.
Yeah.
Every time. So when the opportunity presented itself, I was ready.
That's right. It's like, I love this so much, man. It's like you live life the way that like I try to inspire these people that watch this pod to do, you know, because it's like you're a prime example of when you do things yourself and you believe in yourself and you're put in positions where you can take it to another level, you're ready, dude. And it's time to take it to another fucking level.
See, they be scared because they have anxiety.
Yeah.
A lot of people have anxiety. They're anxious about shit. Because you don't have anxiety if you live in the now. Because anxiety focuses on the future. Like, what if this or that doesn't happen or does happen? No, I live in the moment right now. Every moment is right now. There's nothing more important. There's nowhere more important to be than right this moment where we at.
Wow.
I mean, because life is not past, present, future. It's just a whole bunch of right nows over and over again.
Damn. So anxiety really can only exist if you're living in the future.
Yeah, exactly.
Man.
Don't live in the future. Live right now. Don't live in the past. Live right now.
Live right now. And it's like, and that's not to say that you can't have goals and strive to be certain, better versions of yourself.
Right.
But like in that process, be grounded, be present with people, be in the room. It's like, especially nowadays where distractions are so easy, it's just like, I think it's really, really easy to not be present. And
Yeah,
like
it is.
live in the past and like social media, live in the future, seeing other people, comparisons and all that.
Comparison is a thief of joy.
Yeah.
You don't compare yourself to nobody, even though it's easier said than done. Like, oh, you see them doing this, or like, you can't do that. Like, you just gotta, okay, that's them. You clap for them. You clap for everybody.
That's right.
Until they turn for something for them to clap for you.
Yeah.
Your turn come. This your lane. Everybody's story ain't the same. You don't know what they went through to get to that.
That's right.
They could have went through a whole hell of a lot of shit. Now they finally getting the W, and you see they only see this little bit of time when it was whole the time. You don't see a little piece of it, and you don't know their story.
Yeah, man. And everyone's path is different. So I think that's so important to like, and that's like another thing where like the being a good person too in the industry, like the higher up you go, the more important it is to like be good and like clap for other people, especially like I'm sure being in the comedian space, there's a lot of people that like want to hate just because you're a competitor to them.
Yeah. See, at the same time, I'm not good all the time. I pick and choose, because when I say because who was it? Gandhi said the man who does good all the time is bound to be in ruins by the many that do evil. I mean, so you have to pick and choose. I try to be a good person for the most of the time, but sometimes you can't. It depends on what situation. Each situation is different.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get this, hey, how you doing? Sometimes you get that Chicago shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So.
But it's like it's all based off like what like the energy is.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it's the energy that like the other people in the room are kind of giving you anyways. And
I'm very big on reading energy.
Yeah.
That's why after comedy shows, I'd be exhausted, because I'm like an energy generator. And you come in because you already probably fucked up about something, man, your bills, your lights cut off at home, or your baby mama tripping on you, or some shit. So you already sad. Let me come in and take that negative real quick and hit you with these jokes, give you some of this positive energy.
Right.
So it's like a blood transfusion, like they out with the bad, in with the good.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's what I do. And that should be on you, though, because I suffer from depression. You know what I mean? And a lot of people do. So you ain't finna be depressed today. We all finna have a good time. We finna laugh, sit back, chill.
Yeah, what a beautiful thing. And to be able to use comedy to like almost be like a healer in that sense.
I am a healer. And I'm on this planet to be a service to other people.
That's beautiful.
And so that's what I'm doing. I'm service. Maybe my service is different than other people, but like this is how I'm doing it with laughter.
Absolutely, man. I mean, you can literally change someone's day, change someone's life depending on where they're at.
I get that a lot. How my comedy helps people.
Yeah. I'm sure that like brings you back down to earth a lot too, because it's easy to get in your head sometimes when you're just thinking about like where you got to be tomorrow, and it's like, but you're really impacting these people's lives for real. I mean, the passion for this craft, I mean, it bleeds through like even just hearing you talk about it, and it's like your love for the art of comedy and just writing in general, and just that whole thing. I love that so much. So I can see why you've had success from the beginning to a certain degree. You know what I mean? And
I never let nobody tell me shit.
Yeah.
It's because like a lot of people tell you can't do this, you can't do that. No, you can't do that. I can do it. Let me figure it out myself. If I'm gonna fall, let me fall, because you're not gonna project your fears onto me.
That's it.
That's what when they saying you can't do shit, they really saying I can't do it. Yeah. And nah, this ain't that. I'm one of them. I'm not one of those.
Whew. Woo, man. Dude, Charlie Mack, dude, you're dropping a bunch of gems on this, man. I'm so happy that people kind of get to see this side of you now and like kind of hear your story from the behind the curtain, because you don't do a lot of interviews at all. And so I'm just happy that you've even, taken this time, and you've been booked and busy. We said before you got on cam, you were in a different city every day, past few days. And
before Kill Tony, I was booked and busy.
Yeah, exactly, man. But now it's even more so.
Oh, it's way more so now.
So like, I mean, even just this month, you got like 4 or 5 shows in the next few weeks or something like that. I wrote them down too. I have June 1st tonight, June 6th, when this drops. That'll be in San Antonio.
No, June 5th first, and then June 6th.
Ooh, let me write that down, man. June 5th.
Yeah.
June 5th. Where's that at?
It's in Austin.
That's in Austin?
Yeah, I can't remember the name of the place. They just sent us the information today.
So you actually have so June 5th in Austin, and then June 6th in San Antonio.
Yep.
And then you got Flint, June 14th.
Oh, you skipped a lot.
I skipped a lot?
I got June 7th in Dallas.
Let me hear it. Go through the list, man.
Pull up my schedule.
Quick. You must have booked some since I wrote these down.
I'm booking every second. Every second.
Yo.
Yeah, June 5th, Austin. June 6th, San Antonio. June 7th, Hyena in Fort Worth, Texas. June 8th, I'm being BET for the awards after party in BET. June
Casual.
Yeah, June 11th, Austin. June 12th, Rosemont, Illinois. June 13th, gonna be like Columbus, I think. It's not confirmed yet. But 14th, Flint. 15th, Detroit. 20th, Austin. And then I can't travel because I gotta stay with my daughter for the next couple of weeks. And then that's June right there. And that's only because I chose to take out the last 10 days.
Booked and busy. We'll have all the dates as he's listing them off right here. I mean, that's funnycharliemac.com is where you get that. Yeah. So moving forward, I guess, like looking forward, like you're going to be doing shows, and will you be like doing some sort of like special type situation, maybe doing like a YouTube special, or do you have any ideas like something like that?
I was actually going to shoot my special. Before all this kicked off, I was going to shoot a special. I've shot 2 specials already so far, and I didn't like neither one, so I didn't put them out. But I was supposed to shot a special in November in Indianapolis.
Okay.
But now all this is happening. I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I think it's a perfect opportunity for you to maybe even just like come up with the idea to shoot it, maybe produce it yourself, and then see if you can get distribution. You know what I'm saying?
The person who's shooting it already has distribution.
Boom.
And they have it in the United States, Austria, Australia, China, and Brazil, and Central America.
Okay, so it's gonna happen. It's just a matter of time. Yeah. I mean, right now everything's changing in real time, so you're having
every second
move pieces around, man. But no, I again just like let me make sure I didn't like miss anything here, man. I feel like we covered a whole lot here, but everybody, you got to go follow Charlie Mack. Go follow at Funny Charlie Mack. Go to funnycharliemac.com. I mean, get tickets to the dates, buy the books. You know, they're on back orders. So you might have to wait a little bit.
Get them books now. Put your order in, because every second another order is coming in.
Yes, exactly. And for real. So
they be ordering like 5, 6, 7 at a time. And then I got but we trying to get it in stores now. So
yeah,
you might be able to get it from Barnes and Noble real soon.
Yeah, I'm sure that's gonna happen sooner than later. Especially like the more sales you do and put that thing on Amazon. Go crazy, man. You get on the Amazon bookstore.
Yeah.
I don't know how that whole thing works, but I'm sure
Caleb
can do the things in the background to make sure that takes place.
Caleb know what he's doing, man.
Yeah, man. No, shout out to Caleb for making this all happen, man.
You don't only be in agreeing with the shit sometimes. You know better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna let you do what you do.
Hey, man. Well, I appreciate him, seeing it in me to like bring you on, because like I said, it means a lot, bro. Because you're a great example for people to follow your fucking dreams, man. Follow your dreams and do what you want to do, and don't worry about other people telling you can't.
Yeah,
because you can do whatever. You can do
whatever you want to do.
Yeah, man. So thanks again. Go follow at Funny Charlie Mack on Instagram and all the socials. funnycharliemac.com. My fellow Martians, we love you so much. We'll see you next time on Mars. Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in and watching this episode of the On Mars Pod, and for sticking around to the end, man. I really appreciate you guys. You are the real Martians. Like this video, comment below what your favorite part was, what was most inspiring to you. Subscribe to the channel, hit that bell for notifications here on future interviews coming out soon, and also follow us on Instagram at On Mars Pod. Love you guys so much. We will see you next time on Mars.
That shit was fun, actually. I didn't want it to end. That shit was good.
Thanks, man. Doc, you can be rocking your shades because I kind of want to rock some too. That'd be